Big Mouth just dropped a new video.
Oh shit, I'll catch with you guys later. Big Mouth just dropped a new video. Oh shit, Big Mouth just dropped a video. Like and subscribe.
Hey, we appreciate everybody for tapping into another episode of It's Big Mouth TV / new radio podcast, all that in one. Hey, y'all new to the channel, hit that like and that subscribe. We getting into it. All right, man, we back again. We got no other than Trick Daddy and Wack 100. They on the list today. They made Big Mouth news. Hey, shout out to both of these guys, man. But we got to talk about it. This is kind of a little old news, man, that these guys has been beefing. And it's the first time I ever found out. I ran across it and I did some due diligence. And sure enough, man, these guys has been going at it for about a couple years now, man. Wack 100 and Trick Daddy, man. I say shout out to these guys, but we got to talk about it. And it seemed like is beef is boiling back over, heating back up the internet, man. Allegedly, these guys, going at each other because of some names was being brought up. His name in his mouth, his name in his mouth, and things like that. But Trick Daddy and Wack had something to say to each other. Check it out.
Wait, hold on, blood. You got your motherfucking ass. Nigga, fuck, nigga, let me talk, pussy ass, nigga. These young niggas don't know you got. Nigga, tell your mama shut the fuck up. Nigga, don't talk to me, nigga, like you talking to a man, nigga. You always talking about old Pyro, all Pyro. You ain't no motherfucking listen, you got your motherfucking ass. Nigga, fuck, nigga, let me talk, pussy ass, nigga. These young niggas don't know you got more than y'all. The man had cute ass wouldn't say none of that in front of my face. He said. The nigga always saying your name. I think the nigga Wack got a problem with you. He always he lied, he gaslit you, bro. And when I take a I'm gonna tell you, everybody in here know I'm gonna tell you, nigga. You don't wanna know what I said, bitch ass nigga. You already said what you said this morning. Let me tell him in this room what I said, nigga. In your motherfucking presence, nigga. I told Miss P, listen. First of all, when a nigga say something about me, don't take up for him. I say, be careful with talking to that nigga Wack. This what that nigga do to get paid. That's the bitch ass nigga. Your best bet is to stay off the phone with that nigga ass. Don't keep telling me what a nigga said about me and what a nigga always so why would I?
All right, y'all, we back, man. As y'all can hear, what was going down between Wack and Trick Daddy, man. Wack was telling Trick Daddy, for all the youngsters that don't know, that's ain't old enough to know who Trick Daddy is, rapper from out of Miami. He went to Detroit and got beat up by this guy right here, man, named Trick, all because of a name. His name was Trick, and the other one's name was Trick Daddy. So it all started over that, man. And Wack was telling Trick Daddy when he got beat up in Detroit and by this guy right here, Trick. Hey, man, shout out to Detroit, man, and Trick as well. OG guy, man, and got a lot of respect down there in Detroit. And it all happened over, like I say, over a name, man, and Trick and Trick Daddy. Hey, man, Trick told him to change his name, but he still got the name Trick Daddy. All right, I guess he sacrificed something to keep his name. I'm just joking. Hey, shout out to these guys, man. We hear anything else, man, we keep y'all updated as we jump into this next story right here. All right, y'all, we got to jump into this next story right here. We got no other than Kodak Black. He made Big Mouth news today. Hey, shout out to Kodak Black, but we got to talk about it. It's all over the internet, man. They saying Kodak Black was out in one of these cities in America, man, and fell asleep in the back of the trunk. He was out hanging out with some of his drug buddies, man, and a lot of people start coming up to him trying to get pictures and autographs, and because he was out there hanging out, they trying to say with some guys that he be on drugs with, allegedly, man. Allegedly, like I say, they caught Kodak Black hanging out there, but these other guys that's out there roaming around, man, I don't know, man. It's Kodak Black partners, man, and like I say, they was out in one of these cities and having a good old time, man. Kodak Black, what they saying, was enjoying himself. Hey, I don't know if he's intoxicated or under the influence or what, man, but that guy in the green shorts seemed like he's under the influence of something, man. And allegedly, they trying to say those Kodak, that's who them guys that Kodak be hanging out with, man, sometimes when he want to get away. And
you just made my son shoot over, bro. Saying they're my firstborn son, bro. Saying they're my firstborn son. Knock him out, punch him. Yo, son, he ran your shoe over, bro. Them your school shoes, man. All right, bro, them your only shoes for the whole year. I got guns.
All right, y'all, we back. As y'all can see, man, Kodak Black hanging out with, he said his firstborn son, man. He said that was his son right there with his shirt off. Hey, allegedly, man, we just kidding. Kodak Black, man, out there hanging out, having fun, and he's enjoying himself. Hopefully he's clean. He's not under the influence. But we know this guy right here, man, he's pretty much under the influence of something. But they out there enjoying themselves, man. A lot of people was pulling up, you know, taking pictures, like I say, trying to get autographs and things like that, man. And, you know, out there with Sugar Ray Leonard, Kodak Black is. You know, hey, man, that Kodak Black saying he was, you know, being clean. He was changing his life around. And a lot of fans, you know, they want to know, man, is Kodak Black really going to clean his life up and get clean and stay off the whatever he's on, allegedly, man. We don't know if Kodak Black has been using, you know, but a lot of people trying to say, you know, his appearance and the way he act, stuff like that, make it seem like he's on something, man. You know, I guess he got a lot of fans that cares about him, man. And Kodak Black make a lot of good music, so shout out to Kodak Black. Like I say, he was hanging out. A lot of people, you know, caught him out hanging out, man. And, you know, he was even taking pictures, man, and answering phone calls, you know, and things like that, man. And a lot of people trying to say he was out there with some, you know, people that was intoxicated or under the influence and things like that, man. Shout out to Kodak Black. Like I say, he got a lot of fans, and Kodak Black got some good music, man. You know, he was enjoying himself, just hanging out, taking pictures, autographing, things like that with no fear. Shout out to Kodak, man. We hear anything else on Kodak, man, we'll keep y'all updated as we jump into this last story right here. All right, y'all, we got to jump to this last story right here. We got no other than Drizzy Drake and The Weeknd. They made big mouth news again today. Hey, man, just some touch-ups and updates and stuff on that, man. We did some stories on this a while back, man, maybe last year or something like that, when Drake was getting into it with Kendrick. Then all the other beef with him and EXO, which is The Weeknd's group, started getting into it, man. You know, it was a bunch of stuff that Drake's name was being brought up in, man. And one of the things was, you know, his beef with Kendrick, you know, him putting threats on Kendrick. But the main one was him and The Weeknd's beef, where one of The Weeknd's security guards was shot, man. Actually shot up. And his Weeknd's house was shot up that night too as well. And, you know, they bringing this back up because Drake's name is being brought up in a lot of other stuff, man. They trying to say they couldn't believe and they won't believe that Drake will have been involved in some stuff like that, man. You know, as far as y'all remember XXX Extension and stuff like that. Even Rick Ross plane almost crashing, man. And they saying Rick Ross never got back in his private jet since. He haven't rode it in since. And that was the time it almost, you know, where they had to land and stuff like that, man. They saying Drake might have had something to do with that, allegedly. But Drake's name is being brought up in a lot of stuff. Like I said, the main one is with The Weeknd's security guard is being shot. With Weeknd's house was shot up, you know. So I believe they still have some type of investigation going on with that, man. And remember, Drake's house was shot up as well. So now they trying to say, did The Weeknd double back and send some guys at Drake? You know, because Drake sent some guys at his house first, allegedly, man. But hey, shout to those guys, man. We hope those guys can, you know, work amongst each other and find some peace, and maybe try to settle it, man. And if they can, just stay away from each other. You know, no more violence in the music industry, man. You know, that's how it should be. Peace from now on out. But hey, man, we hear anything else on that, we'll keep y'all updated. That's all we got until next time. Big mouth.